Beasnael, we are not the same. My name is Nathalie Beasnael. Thank you for tuning in. Wow, what an amazing week. Masks have been lifted off. The saga continues with COVID. But again, as I say this, to those of you who've lost friends, family, any dear ones to COVID, our heart goes out to you. And to those of us who stand, let's not let history repeat itself. Let's be strong, let's persevere, and let's continue to have hope. Well, are you ready for part 2 of our conversation with Miss Sahel? Another one on this rock, proving that we are not the same. Miss Sahel.
You love. You're literally living life by exploring, and people like me, I'm honored to even get to talk to you, but also I'm learning as I'm talking to you, and I love it. And I love it even more that we're both Chadians, you know?
Yeah.
So with that said, what makes you sad?
What makes me sad? It's too personal. Oh my God.
I got
think
you.
We need this. I think you're gonna know this when we're gonna meet, but I don't want to know.
I can wait.
I don't want the whole world to know why I'm sad. But I think I'm a normal person. What makes everybody sad is gonna make me sad, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah.
You're being humble because you're a normal person, but you're very well known, and I think you've inspired so many of us. You're beautiful inside and out, and you're another Black queen. So I love that you're normal. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
tell us what's next. I mean, you've done the shebe powder, you've done the moringa, all your products. Tell us where people can get your products.
So from my website, sahelcosmetics.com. So most of my customers are from the US. So I have a warehouse in the US. So when you order on my website, you can get your products in the US in like less than 7 days, sometimes 2 to 3 days. It depends on when you are. My warehouse is in Pennsylvania, so the closer you are to Pennsylvania, the faster you get your products. But it's usually less than a week for the US citizen. And what's next? I want to get the Moringa hairline bigger. I want more products here because for the moment I have a shampoo, conditioner, and a conditioning oil.
Yes,
and I want to extend. I want to extend the hairline, and I also have other indigenous plants that I found, and I need to work on this too. But this I have to stay secret because every time I do something, then everybody is doing it. Then I have to
good though.
renew myself again.
No. Gwen, this is what I've learned. Imitation is the best form of flattery, right? So what I'm noticing is you're inspiring the world, but what makes it special is that no one can duplicate you. That's why your thumbprint is different from anybody. Your eyes are different. Even the way you are as a lady is different. So keep doing what you're doing. Let the others. It's another way, it's another form, but we know.
Yeah, I think everybody is unique. I also learned a lot from competition and from people I work with, from customer. I learned a lot from everybody. It's just that I really need to keep my next project secret because I have so many people to feed now. When you have a business, you think it's all it's all gonna be glamorous and stuff. No. You just have more responsibilities now. so I just want to keep growing,
Yeah. Well, we say to whom much is given, much is expected of. So keep doing you. I am so blessed, so honored. I can't wait till when you come and spend time with me here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We're planning that, y'all.
Just
look out for these ladies. But with all of this, what kind of legacy would you like to leave for your kids or kids who are looking up to you?
What kind of legacy? What
Like, what would you like to
Dunkel
do?
sounds like
For them to learn, something that's valuable because you obviously were born and raised in France, but you decided to move back to Africa. And it's not just any country.
Yeah.
I mean, Chad, it's quite tough to live in Chad because you don't have all the glamour of Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, some of, the English-speaking countries. So, I mean, I'm so impressed by what you've done, So, what
I don't know. It depends if we talk about morality or like I'm a product of France and Chad, so I'm kind of like unique. So I hope my kids are gonna be able to take a little bit from here and a little bit from there, like I'm able to do. I don't want them to be one way or the other. I want them to see what's good in every culture and take the best of it. Like me, I'm not the type who's like, oh, I'm super proud to be French, I'm super proud to be Chadian. No, I'm proud that I got to experience both, I'm proud of my uniqueness, and I hope that my kids are gonna be like me, and they're gonna be able to see like the nobleness in some Chadian tradition and the nobleness in some French tradition. And yeah, I really hope my kids gonna be entrepreneurs. Like, I didn't really like being an employee, so I hope I can give them the joy of creativity and do something for themselves, and then like see some seed getting like bigger,
So I like what you said. You did not like being an employee, so you decided to create your own business. Y'all heard me. She did not like to be an employee. What did she do? She created her own business, and it's international. And you speak fluent English. How did that come about? Because in Chad, in France, most people speak French, Arabic.
The thing is, like, I have been, since I was 18, I was watching hair video on YouTube. Like, I remember, I don't know if you have some audience who are really like old school YouTubers. Like back in the day, we had the women like Kemi Tube, Tarahan 916. They were American women teaching about hair, and I used to watch them. And I learned English at school, so I didn't understand everything. I was catching few words here and there, but I was watching every day. And one day I realized that I understood everything. I was like, oh my God, let me play the video again. And this is when I realized that I started to understand everything by just having some basis from school and watching YouTube every day. But I didn't speak. I understood everything, but I couldn't speak. So then I went to England for 9 months. And in England, I was obliged to speak. So I was obliged to interact with people. And since then, I only stayed 9 months. Since then, I keep like watching YouTube videos. Now all my business is in English.
I know.
So my whole world is in English now, even though I don't live in an English-speaking country. Like I have to communicate with customers, with suppliers, with everything. I have to communicate in English with the people who manage logistics. Like everything is in English in my life. So yeah.
I am so grateful. Beasnael, we're not the same. A lesson to be learned. For those of you who are interested in learning a foreign language, just know, we both speak more than one language. I've known that just by knowing the basics, but listening over and over and over, even if you don't speak, understanding is number one, because then the speech, the diction, all of that comes back. But what else, So with the Shebe powder, how do you sell it? How do you retail it on your website? And I know we've talked about the different platforms, but is there an odor to it? I mean, we haven't told the audience about that.
Yes.
I know that, but I wanted you to say.
The smell is strong. The smell is strong.
It's very, very, very.
Personally, like it depends. I don't like the smell personally.
I know.
And some customers are like, I love the smell of it. I'm like, okay, to each his own. But you just have to know that the smell is very strong. Some people bear it, some people cannot bear it. Some people like dilute it with like a lot of butter so they can get
Yeah.
the benefit without having like, or some people just like, I have a cousin, she just put it and leave it just for 24 hours and then she rinse it before she start the week.
24
So
hours.
yeah, there
right?
is a smell.
2 days. But you know, my question to you
Yeah.
is butter. What kind of butter are you talking about? Some people mix it with butter.
Oh, and shea butter.
Shea
like,
butter.
Any kind of butter.
Yeah. Sesame
any
oil,
kind.
coconut oil. You know, any kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
You know the old tradition in Chad actually is with cow butter.
with cow butter, right?
That's
I was
the old
waiting for you to
tradition.
say
Yeah,
that.
the cow butter.
Yes. And
Yeah.
tell us the name of
That's
cow
the
butter.
real tradition.
Yes. The cow
It's
butter is
Baga.
Lebna, right? No,
Yeah, Lebanon is the milk,
it's the milk.
but here they call it dihin. Dihin is like grease.
Yes.
Bagar is like the cow, so they call
Bagar.
it dihin. Bagar is the grease of like basically it's the butter
The butter.
from milk. So basically you take milk, they let it sit for 24 hours so it separates, and then they have like something like this and they shake it
Like an
for
urn,
hours.
right?
They
Like
shake-
and it's made out of
Exactly.
leather. Yes.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
shake it for hours. When you shake it, you
yeah.
shake it for hours. It's gonna separate, and then you're gonna get the butter on the one side and the rest of the milk on
The
the
butter
other
is
side.
delicious, y'all. It's delicious. Although if you want to
Exactly.
add on some weight, yeah, it's very good. That
And,
butter.
and
yeah.
this, yeah, and back in the day, they didn't have anything. Now they have markers. They can find like different frozen from outside. But back in the day, they were using this butter for everything, for the skin, for the hair, for everything. So in some villages, they still use the shebe with this butter.
Yeah.
But because the shebe already smells strong and the butter smells strong, in a lot of villages now they like to use other type of oil that they buy on the market because they want to have to less smell.
Exactly.
But the real tradition, and I don't know if you know, the Asfat people of Ethiopia, they also use this
They
butter.
do. I was going to elaborate on
yeah.
that because it's not just Chadians.
Exactly.
We just,
The
discovered.
Fulani,
Yes. So we have other
Yeah,
countries in Africa where you have nomads, traditionally nomads, that use this product. So in Ethiopia, in Sudan, in even Niger, yeah, and some parts of Libya too. Yes. Yeah. Oh,
like,
Africa.
before technology was there, like they
Yeah.
were using animals for everything. So yeah, that's a huge part of the African culture. The butter was used for everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Beasnael, we are not the same. Yes, another beautiful conversation with my sister, Miss Sahel. Miss Sahel, what would you like to say on our going out of this conversation?
I don't really know. It was really nice to have this conversation. I'm really glad. I cannot wait to come and see and be in the US and meet you. Like I see all these beautiful fabrics. I need some of them.
Well, I am actually standing here at Coquette Couture. There's a couple that dresses, pretty much the whole community. I'm very grateful for them because they give us a little bit of Africa away from Africa. Just like you, I didn't grow up really back home, but I live and breathe Africa, and I'm so grateful for the riches that we have. But I'm grateful, even more grateful for people like you who are young and who carry on the legacy of what we have. You are a treasure, Miss Sahel. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. Bless you for all these good words. Thanks a lot. I appreciate.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, what did you think? I know I continue to learn something every day about the richness and the wealth that our continent Africa has, but also I am so grateful for the opportunities that the Western world has given me. Tune in next week to see who and what we have in store on Beasnael. We are not the same.